Hey guys, welcome back to Doc Loyal Talks Comics. I hope you like the new setup, and I'm going to try to tweak this. I watched a video the other day and it looks like I kind of cut off a little bit here. So tonight we're going to talk about Tom Strong issue number 10. This was written by Alan Moore with art by Gianni, and it's the Phantom AutoGyro. And you immediately get to see by the second page that Gianni's artwork is much different than Chris Sprouse that you usually get to see. That's what I loved about this series, is that you didn't always get Chris Sprouse. You always got a different corner of the universe of Tom Strong, because he was a pulp hero, kind of like Doc Savage, Man of Bronze, that sort of hero. But he gets to see in this AutoGyro, which his friend Parallax had created before he passed. It was his last thing that he created. And it doesn't take you up, it doesn't take you down. Instead, the AutoGyro takes you into a time that has passed, and yet a time that has not even begun. Alan Moore is always very verbose with things. And it says the translucent buildings flickered between fresh-built and long-ruined versions of themselves, became, in a glimmering moment, the structures that had preceded them, that had been raised after they themselves were dust. Crossing the paved-over parklands, ducking in and out of the demolished side streets, the dead were everywhere. So, like I said, you get all of this wordage and verbiage that Alan Moore is excellent at. And at the same time, you get to see these stunning images of his mother. And so Tom says, I've got to reach out and touch my mother because she's been gone for so long. And as soon as he did that, then these dark creatures right here came up and started harassing him. And let's see. They screamed and yammered as they rushed about him, tearing at him with their brittle claws, their thoughts a monstrous flood of anger and resentments like, did me in, the bitches never got an even break. He unholstered his revolver. So, eventually, the AutoGyro began to go back into his time. And Fingal Parallax's son, said, "What did you see, Tom? Did the dead have any messages?" Tom said, "Yes, leave us alone." So that's only half. You do get another story with Chris Sprouse on artwork, but this was the most interesting part of issue 10 of Tom Strong, where he takes this jaunt, we'll say, in this AutoGyro, and he goes back and sees what was and what is to come. And that is one of the reasons why I really, really love this series. You get to explore Pangea and then the AutoGyro and all of these things in between, with different artists giving their different takes on the same character. So that is my quick overview of this particular book. Did you guys check out Tom Strong when Alan Moore was doing the ABC line of comics in the late 1990s through the early 2000s? Or is this something that you've never ever seen before, and you like the artwork and you like the old school environment that was shown in the artwork for that story? So let me know in the comments what you guys thought. Let me know what you're reading, and you guys have a wonderful night. I've got some other videos coming up, including I'm going to go over issue by issue the first year of the Thunderbolt series from Marvel. So I've got that coming up, and it's going to be a retrospective of the series in general, and then each individual issue going through that first year. So hopefully you guys will join me for that very, very soon. But like I said, Doc out, and I will catch you next time.